Thank you, Frank. Both the original Freiberg and Sterling studies demonstrate profound benefits of the peak performance pack in the areas of metabolic health, heart health, and cellular health. Because of the impressive heart health benefits we observed in these studies, we sought the advice of several leading heart health experts about how to further substantiate those benefits in an additional study. They recommended we study the effects of the pack on endothelial function and stiffness of the arteries, which are the best predictors of cardiovascular disease. As a result, we commissioned a new 12-month study using our peak performance heart health pack and enlisted two highly respected scientists and medical doctors to run the study, Dr. Bruno Fink and Dr. Daniel Koenig. Dr. Fink is a world-renowned medical doctor specializing in the areas of free radicals and inflammation. He also holds a PhD in biochemistry, pharmacology, and toxicology. He was the principal investigator of the original Freiberg study. Dr. Daniel Koenig is also a medical doctor and professor of the University of Freiberg, who specializes in cardiology, internal medicine, and sports and nutrition. The 12-month study is still in progress, but we just received an update of the initial results after 3 months. The results are really encouraging, and I would like to share some of them with you. First, the results once again confirm the heart health benefits we reported from the Freiberg and Sterling studies. More specifically, we have again observed significant reduction in blood pressure, cholesterol, and inflammation. We analyzed the results among all participants and among those with less favorable health parameters when they started the study. Here's just some of the preliminary findings after 3 months. We saw a significant 3.4% reduction in systolic blood pressure and a significant 5.7% reduction in diastolic pressure with all participants. Among those with elevated blood pressure, we observed a 6.1% reduction in systolic pressure and a 6.6% reduction in diastolic pressure. In addition, we observed a significant 3.9% reduction in total cholesterol and 6.7% drop in LDL or bad cholesterol. Among people with higher cholesterol level, we observed an 8.6% drop in total cholesterol and a 12.4% drop in LDL cholesterol. We also saw significant improvement in heart rate during light exercise, where we observed an average drop of 6 beats per minute. Additionally, we observed a significant improvement in inflammation resistance, a 44.1% improvement among all participants and 69.1% improvement among the group with elevated inflammation response. Now, in the clinical areas we added to the study, we observed significant benefits in endothelial function and stiffness of the arteries. The endothelium is the thin membrane that lines the inside of the heart and blood vessels. It controls the contraction and relaxation of blood vessels, blood clotting, and platelet aggregation. Endothelial dysfunction is considered one of the early signs of plaque buildup in the arteries and an important predictor of heart attacks and strokes. The health of the endothelial function is tested by studying the level of nitric oxide and blood flow-dependent dilation following significant constriction of the arteries. This is called flow-mediated dilation, or FMD for short. We observed a significant 8.6% improvement among all participants and an impressive 35.6% improvement among the participants who had lower FMD values. We also observed a significant improvement of 38.7% in nitric oxide production among all participants. Among participants with poor endothelial function, we observed a significant 116% improvement. As we age, our arteries and aorta become stiffer. With increased stiffness, our heart has to work much harder and our blood pressure increases. Also, our core mobility and organ functions decrease because of poorer circulation. As a result, our overall health and longevity decrease. The stiffness of the aorta and arteries can be measured by measuring the speed of the blood pulse waves and by measuring the increase in blood pressure due to wave reflection, which is called pressure augmentation. After using the peak performance pack for 3 months, all participants have shown significantly less arterial stiffness. Among the group with stiffer arteries, we saw a significant 2.8% improvement in pulse wave velocity and a significant 8.3% reduction in augmentation pressure index. It was also interesting to note a decrease of 5 beats per minute in resting heart rate among this group. Lower resting heart rate has been linked to longevity, where a reduction of 1 beat per minute is thought to improve lifespan by 1 year. So a reduction of 5 beats per minute could potentially improve longevity by up to 5 years. We have 9 more months to go on this study, and we expect to learn a lot more. But we have already learned a lot in the first 3 months, and the data is very impressive. I have not seen benefits of this magnitude before. If you think about the magnitude of cardiovascular disease, it is the leading cause of death today. If you can influence the root causes and prevent them from happening, like maintaining healthy endothelial function and arteries, you may be able to reduce heart disease itself. That is why I am really excited to see the results from this study, and I am thrilled to be part of this ongoing work.
Thank you, Dr. Fritz. That's pretty phenomenal. The younger you start using the Peak Performance Pack, the bigger benefit you will receive later in your life. All of these great products that are unique to Melaleuca have created an unbelievable financial opportunity for independent Melaleuca marketing executives. We've now paid out over $5.4 billion to families all over the world. It's exciting for me to watch those numbers grow. 457 families have now made over $1 million. Over 5,000 families have now made over $100,000. 50,000 families have now made over $10,000, and these numbers continue to grow every month. It's really fun and exciting for me to see this. I'm proud of the fact that you will find Melaleuca products throughout the homes of all of my children who now have families of their own. And I'm really proud that many of them have built a little extra income with their little Melaleuca business. My sister Luana, who will be 78 years old next month, is a Director 7. She has personally referred 18 active customers. I'm extremely proud of my daughter Lori K. Banks, who is a Senior Director 4 and has an organization of almost 500 preferred members. 67 of those are folks she personally referred. And my daughter-in-law, Charissa Vandersloot, is a Director 5 and has introduced 71 customers to Melaleuca and has an organization of over 200 active preferred members. All have made their personal contribution, and I'm very grateful for that. I'm really proud of all those who've built this company. I'm very aware that this entire company has been created by thousands of average people with tremendous heart and courage. It takes courage for people to get out of their comfort zone to tell people about Melaleuca products. I'm grateful for the thousands who've gone out of their way to do so. We often celebrate the movers and the shakers. We walk them across the stage and we give them big checks. But we often overlook those who just brought 1 or 2 customers to us. And yet, those people are extremely valuable to us. Even if you have enrolled just 1 customer, I want you to know you have made a big difference for us. In fact, over half of our customers have been brought to us by people who've enrolled fewer than 10 customers. So you don't have to be a massive enroller to have tremendous value to Melaleuca. Now, let me give some advice to those of you who are endeavoring to build a thriving Melaleuca business. There is great folly in comparing ourselves with others. Just because someone else is moving faster than you, or someone else has done more than you, don't underestimate your value. Don't get discouraged when you hear the stories of rapid advancements. And don't underestimate how proud we are of you and how much we appreciate what you've done. Don't discount your contribution just because it appears that someone else has done more than you or done it faster. Your consistency is much more valuable than their flash in the pan. Now, we're all in this together. I'm no different than you. We're all just average people trying to do our part, and every part helps. Regardless of what you see someone else doing, set your own pace, knowing that every customer counts. Celebrate everyone. The most valuable activity is reaching out to those on your contact list to make appointments. Celebrate every time you make a phone call. You can celebrate your success even when they turn you down because you did your part. You followed through. You made the call. You're doing